Let's go back to Marwan Bishara, Al Jazeera senior political analyst, who is still with us in Paris. Marwan, so France has recognised the state of Palestine. They've done it in an attempt to pile pressure on Israel as it continues with its campaign to devastate Gaza, despite the international outrage we've seen for months. Will it work?
It could work if it's followed by concrete steps where Europe uses its economic, diplomatic, and military relationships, in fact, with Israel in order to force Israel into negotiating seriously with the Palestinians over the future state, Palestine. Without following up, all of this would be just, more words at the United Nations, and we've heard many words at the United Nations the past 80 years. The best comparison that I can think of, which really is almost perfect comparison to what we see today and why this is or could be very important, is if we take our viewers around the world back to 1985, 1986, that's 40 years ago, when Europe took the very important decision to sever relations with apartheid regime in South Africa. It was after already the Arab countries, the African countries have already severed relations with the apartheid regime, and the only reluctant party at the time was the United States. President Reagan at the time did not want, he wanted to remain engaged with South Africa and have economic relations and what have you. Of course, Israel had the perfect relationship with South Africa, the best relationship ever. But anyway, it was that pressure, the economic pressure, first from Europe, but later on in 1986, it was the US Congress that voted for the Anti-Apartheid Act that overridden President Reagan's veto that began the process for the dismantling of apartheid South Africa. So this kind of a momentum on the international scene, if it's really serious, and if it does take actions to end apartheid in Palestine, like it ended apartheid in South Africa, not through war, not through military intervention, but through the smart use of leverage, the smart use of economic and diplomatic sanctions with apartheid Israel, like it did with apartheid South Africa 40 years ago.
Many thanks for that. Marwan Bishara there for us in Paris.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.